Okay, so one of the things we were talking about is that a lot of times before we start taking action, we like to run it by a committee or a group of friends. And I like to talk about the difference between a committee versus an individual. So committees are very good at cleaning up a project, at improving it, at making it better. I don't like using the word perfect because nothing's perfect, right? But they clean it up, they make it better, getting it from 1.0 version to 2.0 to 3.0 to 4.0. But if you want to get something started, if you want to get it going, that comes from individuals. Why? Because you have complete control over yourself. So if there's a project that you want to start, something you feel like needs to be done, don't wait for the committee to approve of it, or don't wait for a whole group of people to get involved. Start it up yourself. I guess I should also caveat this with the fact that if you're working already within an organization, you can't operate like that. We're talking about a brand new idea. Sometimes I've had that mentality while I was working at jobs, wound up getting fired because you can't take that kind of initiative when it's not your thing. But many times, whether it was related to Z Fanatical Fitness, our first business, whether it was related to Wrestling Mindset and Winning Mindset in general, the parent company, Spiritual Strength, our ministry, there were several times I delayed, I postponed, and I was waiting for other people to approve or other people to get involved in the process, and I just realized that's a non-starter. It takes too long and it doesn't get going. But if you could put something together yourself, if the individual takes initiative, starts working, gets cracking on it, then it's a lot easier to hand it to a friend or hand it to a committee, and they make it better. They clean it up. They perfect it, so to speak. And actually, you might even want to, this might be a good time to talk about a little bit the difference between America and Japan a little bit. America being more of an individualistic country, and Japan being more of a collectivist country. One of the things we learned about that was that in those situations, so America tends to be very innovative, inventions, coming up with new things, and Japan is actually very good at perfecting things. If you notice, like all the electronics Japan get in the cars, like Japan does a very good job of cleaning it up, correcting it. But I remember my dad saying when he worked for a Japanese company that it always took a lot of time for a decision to be made and for things to get started because they had to run it up against the hierarchy, and then this hierarchy to kick it up to the next hierarchy. It was a slower process rather than in America where individuals kick things off and get things moving and decisions get made very quickly. Because when decisions are made quickly, a lot of times there's a small window of opportunity, and in those opportunities you need to act. So making sure, I guess bringing it back full circle, individuals start it, committees clean it up.